Hi guys, this is Tarun from Testing Gyan. So while working on your Git project along with your team, there are very high chances that you will come across the Git conflicts. So now let us understand how a conflict can arise and how we can resolve that. Let's start.
Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting the licks in the band. Legacies.
While working with the Git project, there are chances you will see conflicts. So conflicts are simply the problems, okay, which will not allow you to perform the basic operations such as push and pull properly when you're working on a Git project. Okay, so most of the times these conflicts arise when you're working within a team. That is, a team is working on a single project, then the chances are a bit high in comparison when you're individually working on a project. Okay, now first let's see how a conflict can arise, then we will see how we can resolve the conflicts, okay, via both using the git commands in git bash and then via the eclipse egit plugin. Okay, so let us start. In order to create the conflict, first I am explaining the scenario. So a scenario is like I am working on my local system on one of the file of my project. At the same time my colleague is also working on the same file, okay, and he or she committed and pushed their changes before me. Okay, in that particular scenario I will see a conflict because I am also working on the same file and they pushed their changes on the remote repo on the same file, and my local code is not in sync with the remote code now. So this is a very important point which I'm telling you here, that my local code is not in sync with the remote repository. Now let us understand what I meant by that. So what I will do, let, let's say I'm making change to this file. This is my local change. I made this change and I saved my file. At the same time, one of my colleague who was also working on the same file, what they did, they also made the changes in same file. They made their change. My colleagues change. They made their change in their local system and they also committed and pushed the change. Okay, so I'm just replicating that scenario by directly making the change in the remote repository. Now now if you see, my local code is not in sync with the remote repository code because remote repository code is now one commit ahead of my local code. Okay, so in order to, so if I try to do any basic git operation like push and pull, I will see a conflict. So let us see. If I do git pull here, so you can see I'm seeing an error, right? In my master branch I'm seeing an error. Your local changes to the following files will be overwritten by the merge. It is saying my local changes will be overwritten by the merge, so it is not allowing me. Okay, so if I try to do the push operation as well, I have to do the staging. Okay, so first let me check what is the status. Okay, it is showing one file modified file one. Then if I do git add, okay, it staged my files. Then I will prepare the commit by using the git commit command. My local commit. Okay, now if I try to push my changes, I will not be able to do that because there is a conflict. So you can see fail to push some reference, okay, because there has been some change. So I'm seeing the merge conflicts basically. That is, my local branch is not able to merge with my remote branch. So this is a conflict. So how to resolve such conflicts? How we can work on such conflict? So before that, first let us see what is the difference. So in order to see the difference, what I will do, git diff, then my remote branch name addition master, and then my local branch name. So you can see it is showing the change. Okay, in my remote branch the name is my colleagues change, and in my local system the change is, this is my local change. Okay, so now what I will do, first I have to, in order to bring my project in sync with the remote branch, I have to perform a command which will take the changes from the remote repository to my local system. So what I can do, I can do get reset. Okay, this is one of the approach, like there can be other approaches as well. So before like resetting my local code with respect to my remote branch code, what I will do, I will take the backup of my current changes. I will take the backup. This is my local change. Somewhere I will take the backup in some file so that I can later on commit those changes. Okay, even you can copy the complete file somewhere and then you can replace it, like that you can also do for the once you have synced your repositories. So I have kept the changes, I have kept the backup of my current changes. Then what I will do, I will reset my local branch with respect to my remote branch. So in order to do that, I need the commit id. So for that I will go to the history. Okay, then I will copy the commit id from here, and then what I will do, I will do the hard reset of my local branch to that particular commit. I will do get reset hard, and then the commit id, I will paste the commit id. Now you can see my head is now at this particular commit which I gave, and if I see my file now, you can see it's reflecting the same change which is there in my last commit in remote repository. So now my local code is in sync with my remote repository or remote code. Now what I will do, I will again put my changes in this file. So this was my local change, I copied it from my backup. Okay, then I went there again, and then I, after comparing, like if my colleague has already made those changes, then there's no need to do that. If there's something which is new, or if there's something which needs to be modified in your colleague's code, you can do that. Okay, so depending on the scenario. So I'm just explaining it by taking a simple example here. So now I made my changes, and then I save the file again. In now if I try to do push and pull, I will not see any issues, because currently my local code is in total sync with my remote repository. So if I do get pull, I will not see any issues. Okay, you can see I did get pull, and it is showing get pull already up to date. And if I go and see my file, you can see there are no changes at all. Now I can push my changes as well without any issue. So in order to do that, again I will go to git bash git. First I will stage my changes, then I will make a commit my change, then I will say git push. So you can see my changes are being pushed to remote repository without any issue. And if I go and check, you can see my local change as well here. So the very basic point which we have to understand here is, like, your remote code and your local code should always be in sync with each other. That is, once you have taken the snapshot of your uh, remote code to your local system, then after that point whatever changes you are making, that is fine. But at the same time there should be no change in the remote repository. Okay, if there is any change within the same files, then you will see the conflicts.
Now let us see how we can resolve the conflict using the Eclipse eGit plugin. To show that, I have opened my Eclipse project. Okay, and this is my project in my local system, and this is my remote location project, and currently both of these projects are in total sync with each other. So if I try to do any pull or push operation, it will give me everything up to date. So let us see. If I try to do a pull operation, I have to give my credentials. Okay, so you can see it is telling me like that everything is up to date. Now let us first create a conflict. So I will repeat the same scenario, like I have made some change in my local system. Okay, and at the same time one of my colleague made the changes in their local system and then they pushed their changes to the remote repo. So in order to replicate that scenario, I will simply make the change in the remote repo directly. So I will open the same class file here, then I will go to edit, and then I will just do the edit. Okay, and commit my changes. Okay, so now if I try to do any pull or push operation, I will see a conflict. It will give me some error. So let me try pull again. Okay, so you can see it is giving me a error, and if I see the error details, you can see checkout conflict with the files, frame class and frame class. Okay, so this way we got a conflict. Now how to resolve this conflict in Eclipse? We will follow the same approach which we did in the git bash. Okay, but Eclipse eGit plugin offers us some add-on advantages, like we can compare the files easily, we can synchronize our workspace. So let us see what I meant by that. So if I go to team and if I click on synchronize workspace, it will ask me for the credentials again. Okay, so it will open the synchronization perspective or synchronization view. Okay, and in this view, if you see, I can compare the files of my local system with the remote location file. Okay, and here in this synchronization view I can easily identify what is the difference, what is the change. So you can scroll down between the different differences, like next difference, then you can go to previous difference, you can go to next change, you can keep all the non-conflicted changes of your remote location to your local system by directly clicking on this arrow. Okay, so this way all the non-conflicting file details will be copied to this location, like to the local file, and then I can copy the conflicting or the current change as well. Okay, so you can see now I am having the both the changes. Now I can easily synchronize my workspace. I just simply have to remove this text box and keys. Okay, and if I do save all, okay, this is just I'm explaining how to do use the synchronized workspace. It can be used to compare the files and then keep the changes accordingly. Okay, you can have both the changes as well. Okay, now once it is done, we will follow the same approach which we did in the git bash. We will go to our project view. Okay, and then I will keep the backup of my local change. My local change was this one, which I removed. I will enter it again so that I have some local change as well. Okay, so synchronization view is just to compare and add the changes accordingly. Okay, but the real thing is like how to resolve the conflict. So we will follow the same approach. So if I close this comparison now, and if I keep the backup of my local change or whatever the changes I want to keep, I will keep their backup somewhere. Okay, for now I will just simply copy, and then I will do the reset. I will reset to the latest commit in the remote repository, so that my projects are in total sync with each other again. Okay, so I will do this. I will tell remote tracking, go to master branch and reset it to this commit. Okay, and I am doing the hard reset again. This is one of the way like I find it useful, so I'm just showing you that. Now my both the projects are in total sync again. Now I can simply do pull and push operation. If I try to do pull operation now, okay, you can see again it is giving like everything up to date. Now I can paste my look changes, whatever the changes, wherever I have kept the backup or the file, I can replace the file as well. Okay, I will paste my changes or copy and paste. Okay, then I will go to team and commit. So this way I will not see any error while pushing my changes this time. I will give my commit message, commit and push. Okay, so you can see both of my changes are now pushed to my remote repo. If I refresh my file here, so you can see testing frames 2 and 1 both are present here. So this way we can use Eclipse eGit plugin as well to resolve our conflicts. So it's easy to use. It's like it gives you the visual picture of your changes. Okay, you can easily debug like where exactly the things are going wrong, then you can resolve your conflicts accordingly. So I hope you guys are able to understand how to resolve the conflicts. In case you have any questions, please let us know over the video comments. We will try our best to answer those queries. Thank you.